Harry and Meghan Markle charm crowds on second day of New Zealand visit. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex once again left royal well wishes in awe during their second day of their New Zealand tour. On Monday, the parents-to-be looked picture-perfect as they arrived at the Marianas Cafe in Wellington for their first engagement of the day on Monday morning. Meghan, who is expecting her first child, nailed the off-duty chic look with aplomb. She wore a black pair of Outland jeans, a matching Jack and Jack top with a seaweed green trench coat by Club Monaco, worth £232.23, and black suede ankle boots. The royal couple, who are almost coming to the end of their whirlwind 16-day tour of Australia, Fiji, Tonga, and New Zealand, spoke to young locals who are involved in a range of mental health initiatives in the city. They highlighted the importance of education and mental health whilst indulging in some cupcakes and hot beverages. Later in the day, the pair visited Abel Tasman National Park, to see some of the conservation initiatives being done on the northeastern tip of the South Island. The royal duo were treated to a traditional welcome ceremony in the stunning area, famed for its golden beaches and native bushwalks. Sadly, events at the park had to be cut short due to bad weather, but the royal couple looked adorable as usual as they walked hand in hand under an umbrella together. Later in the day, the couple visited Courtney Creative for an early evening event celebrating the city's thriving creative arts scene. Meghan was in her element at the organization, which runs programs to equip young people with the tools and experience to work in the film industry. They met creatives learning skills and props, makeup and costume. Stay tuned for all the best pictures from the pair's second day in New Zealand. Updated Live. Walking hand in hand, the lovebirds appeared to be in great spirits ahead of their first engagement. The couple are expecting their first child together in spring 2019. The royal couple happily chatted away about mental health projects and how they are having a positive contribution on young people in New Zealand. 10 pupils from nearby Houghton Valley School got the chance to meet the royals as they left the cafe, shaking their hands as one of children handed Meghan flowers. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex seen at the military terminal where they boarded a helicopter which took them to Abel Tasman National Park on the South Island. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex later arrived at the Totaranui campground in the Abel Tasman National Park and were greeted by elders, and welcomed with songs, prayers and hongas, or nose kisses. Meghan had tweaked her outfit for this part of the day's activities, opting for a pair of white Adidas trainers and a thick, dark green scarf which she wore underneath a waterproof jacket to keep the cold weather at bay. The parents-to-be spent time at the beachfront on the South Island, sadly touring this stunning location in the rain, but the weather didn't dampen the couple's spirits. Talking after being formally welcomed by the Marianas people, Prince Harry shared his excitement about visiting with a baby on board. He said, "From myself and my wife and our little bump, we are so grateful to be here. We bring blessings from my grandmother the Queen and our family. We are so grateful for your hospitality and the work you do to look after this beautiful place." The pair were as tactile as ever, holding hands as they toured the small national park. Chief Elder Barney Thomas gave a speech of welcome, said the couple could not have been nicer. "They have had a hectic tour and we really want them to come here and chill out with us with no pressure and no stress. They are such down-to-earth people, and we want them to be part of the family. I was saying there are 2 of you and there will be 3 of you soon." After a stroll along the beachfront, a barbecue and a discussion about conservation with a ranger, the couple boarded their Royal New Zealand Air Force helicopter laden with gifts, including a large colorful tote bag and a knitted blanket fit for a newborn baby. Unfortunately, the day's plans had to be cut short when the rain fell, but the onlookers who had gathered for a glimpse of the royal pair were not disappointed, as they watched Harry and Meghan cuddle up underneath an umbrella, dressed in warm coats for their wet weather engagement. Having recovered from the rain, the couple had a third outfit change for the day, with Meghan changing into a pretty white tuxedo-style dress to visit actors, who wore costumes for the photograph. During a visit to Courtney Creative, Meghan protectively cradles her bump as she meets creatives from training to become part of the movie industry in Wellington. Meghan wore a stunning Maggie Marilyn white tuxedo dress, a New Zealand-based sustainable brand. The couple met costumed Vikings and knights, and even an orc from Lord of the Rings. Actors, makeup artists and costume experts were on hand to greet the royal visitors, many of whom had worked on Hollywood movies in the past. Carlene Murphy, who was one of the lucky few to meet the royal visitors, said she and others had expected Meghan to mention her past as an actress, but she was so gracious and let others shine. She's even more beautiful than she is on screen. More lovely, an absolute beauty.